probably hoping his daddy was talking a little bit about Munguia and Benavidez next. Munguia did the Tony L. Stop. Slow down, baby. When you see me in the club, baby, go down, baby. Past my curfew, but parole don't know. Don't tell my PO. Remember that? So Seductive? Yeah, that joint was fire. I got to get that to Yale on 50. That was straight fire, bro. That was I still listen to that song to this day. And that album was tight too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I fuck with Yo. Great interviews too. He be giving to DJ Snitch TV. I gotta give it to him. Very popular on there. But yeah, Munguia basically said he done at 60. I spit on that first, and then he basically said he gonna need a little bit of time. Just a little bit. So many music references. Dum 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 dum. That's one of the dopest. What was that? Touch of Honey. That's one of the dopest bass lines. Dum 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 dum. No, my favorite bass line of all time I could think of off top is New Shoes. I can't wait. That bass line, like in old girl voice, that makes the whole song dope. I remember somebody on YouTube said it made them think about Chinese food in the 80s. I always think about that when I hear that song now, the Hot Tub Time Machine. I think it was the first one. The second one was cool. The first one, that's the first one. That's one of my movies though. But yeah, Munguia said you done at 60. Didn't get a title at 60. Me and Irv was talking about he could have got a title. He could have beat Jennebic. He could have fought for a title at 60. So, I don't know if they don't have the confidence in him. I don't know how the decision making go. I don't know if Zafner's still there or he's just exclusively with Golden Boy. I forget, but I don't know how the decision making going with Munguia. So I can't call it, bro. I don't know who pulling the strings, who doing this, who doing that. But he definitely should have got a title at 60. That makes no sense. He should have got a title at 60. If you was ready to fight Triple G several years ago, why couldn't you have fought Jennebic? You know the Charlo thing fell through because of networks, but my thing is Munguia the A side. I don't care if Charlo got a title or not, because that's how I go for everybody else. So if Munguia the A side, what do it matter? He pulling the tickets, he the draw. Charlo can't even sell. And I'm just being real. You know? I'm telling you what's real on the real, my BG voice. So that kind of didn't make no type of sense to me. But nonetheless, I just don't understand why he didn't get a title. Maybe he didn't want to fight Erislandy Lara. He tried to fight Triple G. Triple G was able to hold the division up. Who got the IBF? I don't even know who got the IBF. I think it's vacant. Is it vacant? I think the IBF vacant. Because Jennebic got one WBO. Lara hold the WBA. The WBC hold by Charlo. So I think the IBF is a vacant title. Yeah, it's vacant. So, yeah, the IBF is vacant, though. So, I don't know why he don't put himself in position to get a vacant IBF title before going. Now, we did see him fall out at one of the weigh-ins trying to make the weight. When you like him and they move, like it's one of the few things when they move you like they move Munguia. Either you a big pull and they looking to cash you out in the big fight, or they waiting for you to, you a big pull and they waiting for you to develop, or it's a combination of with one of those two or all of them, that he is immature and not taking this shit serious enough. And they trying to wait for him to take it serious, but what's gonna happen is if he don't step it up soon and he don't get it together, he gonna lose somebody he was supposed to be. So he basically saying goodbye to 160 pounds, which is wild to me. You ain't gonna get a title there when it's a vacant IBF. When you can fight Jennebic for a title, and Oscar De La Hoya want to go around and say, well, Bob don't want to work with Eddie, and Al don't want to work with Eddie, and you could work with Bob Arum and do Jennebic. And they will probably send Jennebic over to the zone and let y'all front the bill. That's what I don't be understanding. That's what I don't understand. That's 1 + 1 = 2. Go get a belt. Jennebic, yeah, he can punch me. Yeah, what I seen, I don't see nothing spectacular. He don't look as dangerous as Derevchenko did on your ass. But But he says he hoped to return in November. And so he fought what? June? So he's on July, August, September, October. Ain't no way you're going to get better fighting twice a year. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. Ain't no way you're going to be able to hone your skills like that. You know, all these dudes is causing more bodily harm to their bodies. And it don't make sense to y'all from the outside looking in. But I'm going to explain this one more time before I get into the Benavidez. So you trusting the kid to stay focused all the way to November. He going to eat what he want to eat. He going to do what he do. Get some, chalupas and some motherfucking cheeseburgers and In-N-Out burger, whatever the fuck he eat. He gonna blow up too far, and then he gonna have a fat camp. How can you get better having a fat camp? I gotta worry about cutting more than sparring. That kid should be back in the ring September. Then he should squeeze one back in December. Then he should go into the Benavidez fight May, June-ish. That dude should be fighting 3-4 times a year, bro. Especially with him needing to continue to develop. November too long. And they wonder why his performances be up and down and be flat. He need to be in the ring as much as possible. Especially when you ain't got no more Canelo. Shit, more Jaime, it ain't gonna hurt. That way he take a small vacation, get a small, small food, little food binge, and then he right back in the gym. But him talking about Benavidez next year. Now Benavidez got to go see David Morrell. Now would it be more beneficial for Benavidez to fight Demetrius Andrade? I mean, I was talking about that too. But Andrade don't have no contract with the PBC. He got a contract with Showtime. Who knows? That could be a fight-by-fight, a 2 or 3 fight deal. He can beat Benavidez ass and run back over to Eddie. Who knows? But, now people going to say, well, Benavidez don't want to fight David Morrell. He ducking David Morrell. And the crazy thing about it is, I'm going to get back to Munguia in a second. I'll finish with Munguia. The crazy thing about it is, he said he will fight Morrell. Now, he could have said from the beginning, you know what, I'm looking to move forward. I ain't looking behind me. Morrell get a real WBA title, then we could talk. Or Morrell get some more fights, then we could talk. But no, he said he'd fight Morrell. Ain't no going back, especially when you the guy that's beating your chest like you the most ducked and you the most feared and Canelo won't fight you. But how you gonna say, well, Canelo won't fight me, but a guy that you committed to fighting, David Morrell, is ready to fight you right now? And you said, no, you can't be a duck calling another man a duck, especially with Canelo fans. If you show any flaws, any holes, any weakness in your duck game, they gonna expose it. Oh, he called Canelo a duck. He ducking Morrell. He don't fight Morrell. Go fight Morrell or the Canelo fight. That's what they gonna say. Vato. That's what they gonna say. They gonna call you, he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. Little fun fact too for you dudes as well, man. I heard it's more Latino people than any other race in Texas right now. So I don't know if that just happened, over, the last census or not, but Latinos that took back Texas. Shout out to you guys. But that's actually old Mexico, right? The original Mexico. But a lot of people don't know that shit. New Mexico, all that shit was that shit. And I believe, I want to say the French had Louisiana. Think that might be Louisiana Purchase. Also, they had the city of Detroit. They might have had the state of Michigan. You got to understand, they chopped this shit up over here, dude. But that's a whole nother different story. But yeah, he can't go back and say that. But Munguia saying, well, I need to tune up at 68 and, talk about tune. Why not fight Aiden Berlanga at 68? It's a big money fight. It's a fight that he should be able to win. Now, the danger is Berlanga can punch. So moving up in weight and fighting a puncher, that is dangerous, but he ain't the most skilled and coordinated motherfucker out there. Excuse my language. So you can't beat Berlanga. You shouldn't even be in the ring with Lord David Benavidez. Excuse me, I say Lord Devin Haney, like his church say, Lord David Benavidez. But ain't no guarantee David Benavidez gonna beat Morrell neither. I keep telling y'all that. Them Cubans, they got a lot of fights, but they ain't never really won the big one. But, history is meant to be broken, and it's meant to be made. So Munguia Berlanga, that make a lot of sense for me, dude. Make that fight. That's a real good fight, for a first fight at 68. Not quite a top 5 guy. Some people got him in the top 10, top 15. It's a DAZN. DAZN ain't got to go negotiate over here and over there. They know what Berlanga worth. They know what Munguia worth. It's a good fight. It's going to sell east to west. They could do a 1-on-1 if they want to. With a possibility for a 3. And fuck Benavidez. Betty Hearn said they got a new budget available to him to make more fights because Canelo ain't there no more. You know, so I mean, you got the different aspects of it, but you probably talking about Munguia and Benavidez probably sometime next April, May, or June. They ain't gonna go head up with Canelo and Cinco de Mayo, especially if he fighting Errol Spence Jr. or Jamel Charlo, Danny Garcia, Erislandy Lara. I think those would be the fights. I don't think Benavidez is going to jump the line yet. So, I think it'd be beneficial for Benavidez to fight Munguia before fighting Canelo. Just my humble opinion on that. So yeah. But yeah, man, I want to see it. I want to see all that happen. Morrell, Benavidez. If it wasn't for whole ass Al Heyman, I'd buy that fight. But I ain't buying that whole ass fight. Al and soured with your boy. So I ain't. And it's football season. I could take my $80 or whatever they charge for that fight, $85, $90, and put it on a parlay. I bet football. I'm gonna start betting college football. I'm gonna start watching NBA a little bit more closer, so I can start seriously betting the NBA and shit. But when football season come on, that's what your boy bet. I'm gonna do some yearly prop bets this year, award prop bets and shit. Rookie of the year, MVP, all that shit. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check out the Box News playlist.